questions. We're going to do our speed rapid questions. On which continent is Rome located? It's located on the continent of?
Yeah.
Fabulous. Rome is a city, the capital city of what? Italy. So it's like Rome, Italy, Europe, kind of going from that big to small. Remember that when we were doing our talking about Earth at the beginning, or social studies at the beginning of the year, right? So we didn't necessarily go over this one, but which ocean separates the continent of Europe from the United States? What's that ocean called? So it's going to be the ocean that goes along like our east coast of the United States. Cooper, what ocean is that?
The Black Sea.
That's not an ocean. Kaysen. The Atlantic Ocean. So that's going to be when we look at the big picture of the United States, our globe, it's going to be, you can look at it. So when we look at it, so yeah, and so this is, I mean, it's not a beautiful view, but if this is the United States, Europe is right over here with all these little tiny pieces. It's super blurry, and that's okay. That space that's separating them between us is going to be that Atlantic Ocean. So why I just pulled it up, even though it's super blurry, you can see then United States is right here. Europe is where we're going to be learning about, and it's right over here. So Europe is where Wind in the Willows was as well, except for now we're in a different part of Europe. We are in Europe, but we're in Italy. And within Italy, we're looking at Rome. Fabulous. We're going to go back to what we were doing before on this. Fabulous. In what present day country is Rome located? What country? So present day is in like nowadays, where's Rome? Italy. But remember, if we think back to our image card back here, Rome wasn't just a city at one point. At the height of its empire, it had everything. It controlled everything in all of that. So it used to be this huge, massive area, and they controlled so much land. Obviously, times change. But Italy is called a peninsula. What does that mean? Italy is called a peninsula. What does that mean? Turn and tell your neighbor. No island. 3, 2, 1. In order to be a peninsula, how many sides are going out into the water? 3. So if it were to be all the sides, we would call it an island. But Italy, we see jutting out into that sea right there. And all those sides are going to be surrounded by water. But that final side is going to be that landlocked side. It's butted up against land, part of that land. And so Italy isn't fully on the land. It's not fully an island. What body of water surrounds Italy? You all can use your eyes to figure that one out. What body of water surrounds Italy? The Italy. Italy, darlings. What is this right here? Sit. You are not the only one. I don't need your voice. I don't need you to be rude. It is the Mediterranean Sea. What's our word?
Mediterranean Sea.
What do you remember about the word Mediterranean? Ray. Joey. It's a spelling word. It's one of the words. It's our content word. I want you to know it this week. It's not one where you're going to learn later. It's a bonus word, as in it's not for credit. I'm not going to count you wrong if you get it wrong, but do I want you to practice it? Yeah. Do I want you to see it and force yourself at least to know about it? Mediterranean. It's going to be that sea that surrounds Italy. That's going to make that Italy's peninsula. So we're going to look at our aerial view of modern Rome again. This is modern Rome, right? Describe what you see here. Haley, what do we see?
I see that it is the
It's the Colosseum. Very good. We see the Colosseum. What else beyond the Colosseum in this photo? What do you notice? Brock. A bunch of buildings. Yeah, definitely. Great. Cooper. A lot of roads. What are the Romans known for creating?
Cement.
Cement. Well, they created the concrete that we use today too, but what did they build with it? Roads. And what is that saying we said? All roads lead to Rome. And part of the reason that saying is that, we're going to talk about sayings in a little bit here, but that's just saying like, hey, roads started there, right? And they created roads everywhere, these huge interconnected systems of roads all throughout the city and throughout their land, so that trading was easier and their soldiers could get from one place to another a lot easier. We already mentioned a little bit their cement mixture that they made, right? So it was going to be that sand, that water, those rocks. It created that concrete. We still use it today. We still use that same concept, that same idea of mixing it together today to make the concrete that builds your homes, to make the concrete that makes your driveway. Kind of cool, right? So this invention made over 2,000 years ago, we use today. Why were these inventions an important Roman contribution? Emery?
I don't know if it's important, but that
So they made these roads. Why is that still so important today? They made concrete. Why is that still so important today? Turn and talk.
So that we don't have to drive on grass, or we don't have to drive on
Because 3, 2, 1. Third graders, great job with that today. We're going to learn a lot more about Rome, ancient Rome, and history about it as we go through this unit and even our next chapter. We're going to